Okay, I'm going to talk you through how to use the app. So when you open the app, this is the screen that you will come to. So up the top, it'll say hello and your name. And the box that you see underneath is whether you have a workout scheduled for the day. So this first screen is your overview. So if you have a look down the bottom, there are a couple of tabs down the bottom. So the tab that's highlighted, it says today. So that will show you your overview for the day. If I scroll down, it says here tasks. Now, everyone's tasks will look a little bit different depending what you want me to schedule in there for you. So as you can see here, I actually have quite a few tasks to do for my day, and I have them there as a reminder of the supplements that I take each day. When we scroll down, this is the step tracker. So that is what is connected to your smartwatch, and incrementally throughout the day, that will actually update as it syncs to your from your smartwatch to your app. Then, as we scroll down, nutrition, you can see here that I've had 0 calories today of my set calorie amount, which is 2055. Everyone's will be different, okay, depending on the calculations that I have done specific for you. So, yeah, everyone's calculations will be different. If I have recipe books assigned to you, they will actually come down in this section here. So going across the tabs, I'm just going to talk through what each tab involves. So if we click on the coaching, you can see the coaching tab down the bottom is now highlighted. So in this top box, which says training, if I click on that, it will come up with the allocated training sessions for the week. So we can see here Monday the 20th, which is today, I have completed the lower squat focus session. My next session is scheduled for Wednesday the 22nd, and then Friday and Saturday. If you do want to rearrange those, up in the top right hand corner, you've got the 2 arrows there. If you click on that, you can actually rearrange your workouts. So clicking on the 3 lines, I can actually move that to any day that I want. So they're not set in stone that you have to do them on that particular day. So I'm just going to pop that back on the Wednesday. And then we can click the back arrow and we go back to the training. So if you slide across the top here, you can also have a look at the following weeks ahead. So heading back, if you've got any habits assigned, that's where they will show up. Again, we've got more macro, graph here. So as I start to log food, there will be a little bar graph that shows on that macro chart. Now heading down here to the meal options. This is where all your recipes for each meal is allocated. So we can see here for breakfast I have 4 meals allocated, lunch I have 2, dinner 2, snacks 7. So if I click on that, it will actually take me to this page where I can scroll through all my different breakfast options. Same here for lunch and so forth. So if I've decided that I have these egg white muffins for breakfast, I can click on them. It shows me the ingredients and then the cooking and preparation instructions there. I can then log that meal. So if I press log up in the top right corner, it's asked me how many servings I've had. I've had 1, so I'm going to log that meal. If here I want to add all these ingredients to the shopping list, I can click here, add to shopping list. Oops. So now if I click back, and I can do that with all of my all of my meals. Up here in the right hand corner is where you can click on the little shopping cart and you can see your shopping list. Okay, so it's got the shopping list there. So if I go back again, actually before we leave this page, I'll just show you this little calendar down here. If you do want to schedule all of your meals for the week or for the next day or 2 days, you can actually click on that little schedule and you can plan your meals for the week or the next few days or however long you want to. So from this page here, we can see that there is a button up here that says schedule. So if I click on schedule, then what we can do is actually drop and drag these recipes into those days. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to plan my whole week. I'm going to have the egg white muffins every day this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag them into those days. So there. And then you go along and you do the same for all the other meals as well. Okay, this is not something that you have to do, but if you're like, okay, I know that I've meal prepped those and I'm going to have the same thing all week, then you can pretty much just schedule the bulk of what you're doing for the week. Okay, so you can go along, same with your dinners, same with your snacks. If I go back one and click on this little, so we can see here now, it's starting to track my day. If I click on this little circle with the 4 dots, you can add that whole week to your shopping list, or you can view your shopping list from there as well. So now if I head back to this page here, we can see that for today, what I've logged, there is here's Monday and here's my little graph. So as I log, that will slowly come up to this line here. Okay, and that's how we can keep track of what we're having for the day. If you have been allocated a recipe book, so same thing with the recipe book. If there is a recipe in here that you like, you can actually log that straight to your day. So same process, we click log meal and you can log that there. Clicking on the 3 dots, you can add to your shopping list or you can add to the planner. If at any stage you want to save a recipe because you're like, oh, I really like that one, you can click up here on the save button and that will save it for you. So heading back, that's what we've got there underneath the coaching tab. The inbox is where you receive all the messages from me. And the on-demand tab down the bottom, the 4th one across, is where you will find lots of different resources. So you have resources here for nutrition, training, well-being, hormones. Underneath that, we have workout collections. So if I click on stretching, here you can see you have some shoulder mobility exercises, static stretches, and foam rolling. If I click on one of those, I can actually click start workout and it'll take me through a foam rolling stretch session, and that will also be added to your calendar. If you know that there's a particular day you want to do stretching, you can click on this calendar here and you can schedule that workout for your week so that it's already there ready to go. So just say I schedule this one. I think I actually did that. So I scheduled that session for today. If I go back to coaching and I click on my training, you will see that I have put in that foam rolling session there for today. I actually added that twice, but you can see how you can allocate those sessions. So heading back to on demand, we also have the same for cardio sessions. So here there are 11 different cardio sessions. You can click on this little button here, view more, and it'll bring it up in a list. So same thing, click on here and you can start that workout or you can allocate it to a particular day. So there are lots of different cardio sessions there for you to work through. Some are 30 minutes, some are 15 minutes. You've got a whole heap of variety of sessions to do there. And then if you head over to the other tab, which says you, this is where all of your metrics are kept. So this is where you're going to track your weight. And like we've spoken about, it is preferable that if you're on a weight loss phase, that you do track your weight several times a week. That way we can get the trend in data across the week. Because some days during the week we might be holding on to more water, so we're going to be heavier. And getting that average across the week is very useful. So progress photos, if you slide across this section here, you can also see your graph in steps as well. So that tab there is all about you. So I recommend having a bit of play around there. You can set your goals, you can go into your settings, and you can change a couple of things there. Basis of how to use the app. If you head back to the tab down the bottom which says today, you'll see a big plus sign there as well. If you click that plus sign, you can actually add an activity that you've done for the day. You don't have to. It's there if you like to keep track of, maybe when you've done Pilates, or if you've gone and have a game of basketball with your kids, you can put that in there as well. So that's just another way to also track your activities. But have a play around with the app. You can't break it. There are some things that you can't change on your end, but I can change on my end. So, yeah, the biggest thing is starting to get used to using the nutrition side of things. So, that tab down the bottom is definitely useful. Click on that coaching tab, and everything that you need for nutrition will be located there. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out.